Hey guys, I'm Marty Geek. In this video, I have an unboxing and hands-on look at AutoPro X. AutoPro X is a device that actually lets you use Samsung Dex on your Android Auto in your vehicle. Yes, you heard that correct. And what benefits do you get from that? Very easily. Like right now on Android Auto, there's a lot of applications that you cannot use at all, right? Because of security and of course safety as well. But if you're parked and you want to see like Netflix or play video games and on your Android Auto screen on your vehicle, with this device, you can actually do it without having to do any hack whatsoever. All you have to do is plug it in, follow the instructions, and that's it. And that's what I want to show you guys in this video. So of course, this was sent to me so I can try it out, make a video for you guys. So that's what I'm doing. So the unboxing, of course, very simple looking. The only thing you have here, you have a big X right there, but it's barely visible because it's all white, just like the box. And AutoPro X, you got the brand right there. Let's check it out of here. You have instruction manuals, which I recommend to actually read. You're gonna have to read it because there's a couple instructions you need to know. You're not gonna know if you don't read it. You have these straps, which are Velcro straps, and basically that's it. You have other languages there, and the device just basically looks like this. Has Android Auto brand, Android Pro X brand right there, right? And that Maton. And in the inside, take this out, you have a couple cables. You got this right here, which is the one that I'm gonna use. Now keep in mind, for this to actually function properly in your Android Auto device, you have to have a physical connection. You have to have a wired connection. So if in your car the Android Auto does not function with wired, you will not be able to use this. This thing will be useless for you. You have this cable, USB-A to USB-C, which is the one that I'm going to use. And you also have this one right here. So if your car actually has USB-C instead of USB-A, you can use USB-C to USB-C. Okay, basically that's it. And the device is going to plug in right there. And the other end is actually going to be connected to your vehicle. So let's go ahead to the vehicle and show you guys how it actually works. Okay, so normally this is what Android Auto looks like. Like I said before, make sure your Android Auto is actually compatible with wired connection. Like see right here, make sure it's actually compatible with wired connection, because if not, that basically is useless. Okay, and usually here it won't let you to watch videos from YouTube or Netflix or even playing video games, obviously. But that's where the AutoPro X comes. We're gonna go ahead and take this out, and of course this right here, we're gonna connect it here like that. That's gonna get connected there. Now we have to wait for a little bit so this thing can actually connect to the Android Auto screen. Okay, so there you go. So it's connecting. Once it connects, this is how the interface is actually going to look like. Now here you got Android Auto and here you got AutoPro X. When you're going to pair this for the first time, make sure you put it in Android Auto. All you have to do is make sure you actually find the Bluetooth option right there. It says AutoPro X. Like see right there, AutoPro X. And that's it. Once you find AutoPro X and you pair your phone with that, the connection is going to be good. So once you have that done, you're going to go ahead over there in AutoPro X. And now, for example, on my device, I have an Samsung Dex right there, right? I have it right there. So when I tap right there, it's going to go ahead and search for the connection, AutoPro X. Start right now. And that's it. So that's going to go ahead and connect there. It's going to look for it, and it should connect. Once you do this once, you don't have to redo it again. You might get this error, and this message was tells you is that monitor or TV can't display Samsung Dex. And it's because this is not a conventional normal monitor. This is a screen on the freaking car, so that's why you're always going to get that. At least I always get that. You might not get it because, like I said, every car is different. Every Android Auto screen is going to be different. And the cool thing is that while you have Android Samsung Dex working right there on the screen, you can still use your phone to make phone calls or do whatever the hell you want. So your phone is going to be totally free to use whatever you want, your social networks, anything. While over here, you will be able to use Samsung Dex. Everything that you can do here is basically the same thing you could do with Samsung Dex. One thing that I recommend is to go to settings, go to Dex, Samsung Dex, and font size. Make sure you put it all the way up. That way you can actually read the screen a little bit much better. And also go ahead and do screen zoom. I put it all the way up, but by default it's like that. And since this is Android Auto screen, this is around 8 inches. I think this is like 8 inches or maybe a little bit more. And also the resolution on my screen is not going to be that great. So that's why I have to put it all the way zoom in. That way everything looks a lot better. Everything that you could do here, like I said, you can see your applications over here. You got your applications, all the applications you can use there. You got this right here that lets you close all the screens, all the applications that you have running in the background. Here you have the calendar, right? You got the calendar. Here you got the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and all those options. Here you got notifications panel. If you want to take a screenshot, you also have the screenshot button right there on the screen. And that's it. So, of course, the great thing here is that you can open like your My Files folder or application. And if you have like images or videos here, you can go ahead and just tap on them and start watching videos. Like, for example, if I want to hit this video right here that I recorded in my backyard when it started snowing, I can go ahead and do that. I can maximize the screen. Look at it. There you go. I can maximize the screen, and I can watch videos that I recorded on my phone. That's freaking awesome. Yeah, it actually snowed here in El Paso. So I could close that. Another cool thing that this has right here is that, for example, I can go ahead, right? Let me go and close this. Right, I can have an application open here. And this right here also has a button in the middle. This logo right here actually serves as a button. So if I press it, it will go ahead and split screen. So I can actually watch a video over here while I'm over here going through Google. So that's something really cool that you can do here. And at first I didn't know that this was a button until I actually tried it. So that's pretty cool that you have that right there. So you can technically have Google Maps on one side and you can have a video running on the other side. And if you have a bigger screen, you're going to have a way better experience, even most likely better than mine. So one of the main features that I love to use here, especially, of course, when you're parked, keep in mind, make sure you're safe. You should not be doing this when you're driving. So if you're driving, this is something that you should not be doing, but your passenger riding shotgun next to you can actually do this. So there's no reason why they can't do it while you're driving. So yeah, that's one of the huge advantage of having the AutoPro X, that you can actually watch a freaking video on the screen that most likely it's being a little bit useless when you're just using Android Auto, because a lot of cars has a way better screen than my screen here. Because like I said, I think this screen is around 800p. So some applications are going to run better than others. But if you try to run like a 4K on my screen, it's not going to be that good. Also, video games. You can also connect a controller to your phone and start playing video games. Any video game whatsoever, as long as you can play it on the screen and as long as you have a game controller, or if you have a game like, for example, which is more touch friendly, like Bejeweled, or this one right here, which is Monster Hunter. I think it's Monster Hunter Puzzles. This is a game that you can easily play with your fingers. You don't have to have a controller connected to the phone. So games like this, like you see here on the video, it's very awesome and pleasantly easy to play on this screen, and you're gonna have a very good experience, like you see here on the video. But like I said, you can also connect a controller and play more advanced games like racing games or shooter games. Here on the video, like you see, I'm actually playing Disney Speedstorm, and it just looks great. Not only does it look great, it also plays great as well because we're using a gamepad connected to the smartphone. So yeah, that's the huge advantage of using a device like this, AutoPro X. That's very, very cool. And of course, if you want to close applications at any time, you can just tap right there and click right here. It says close all, and it closes all the application at the same time, which I recommend you do that. That way you don't actually accidentally have like things running in the background, because if you have like a lot of applications running in the background, you might get a very bad experience. So you want to have as few apps as possible running in here. That way you can have a very good experience. And of course, right now, for example, I think if I open this is the Google Play Store. Right now everything looks black, right, or dark. But if I change, let me see, if I go, and that's because I have my phone here set to dark. Because if I go to clear mode, boom, you see that? If I go to the clear mode, it automatically everything switches to clear mode as well. And basically that's it. So if you have other applications like Amazon or anything like that, everything's gonna work here as long as it works on Samsung Dex, which is basically every single application. It is gonna work here on your Android Auto screen, and that's the huge advantage of this. So for me, this thing is totally worth it, especially if you're one of those that do a lot of road trip and you already have a beautiful looking screen on your dash, which most likely you do if you have Android Auto and any of the latest vehicles. This is a freaking awesome feature. But like I said, this is only gonna work with Samsung Dex, Android Auto, and Android Auto actually has to be wired, and that's it. That's all you're gonna need. As long as you have that and you have an Android Samsung Galaxy phone with Samsung Dex, which most likely, if you have a Galaxy phone from the latest years, most likely you already have Samsung Dex, and that's it. So once you want to disconnect from there, I can either turn it off from over here, right? I could just go ahead here and just hit and turn it off right there. If I turn it off, it just turns off completely. Then I could go back to my normal Android Auto, whatever you want. But other than that, guys, if you have any questions, please leave it in the comments. I'll leave links in my descriptions for this device, just in case you're interested and you want to buy it from there or read a little bit more from there. So thanks for watching this video. Till next time, guys. Bye-bye.